What's up, everybody? I'm Taylor, and I'm powerless over life, but not my reaction to life. I'm creating this YouTube short to share my experience, strength, and hope because I know what it's like to feel alone. I know what it's like to feel unseen, unheard, and misunderstood. This is my experience and what I've done since I've had to deal with the medical professionals for the past 7 months. My health completely declined about 7 months ago. I started having serious heart palpitations where my heart was struggling to beat, serious shortness of breath. I could barely read or talk, walk. I couldn't do anything without feeling overly worked, fatigued, weak. My head felt like I was intoxicated, like I had a couple shots in my head. I had a constant buzz. I was lightheaded, confused. Like, it was the worst feeling I have ever physically felt besides coming off my psychiatric medications. During this time, I was involved in 12-step programs, and I am grateful for that because if I hadn't been, then I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have had the tools, the resources, and the people to help me navigate these emotions that I had to experience by dealing with different medical professionals rejecting me, gaslighting me, trying to convince me that my physical symptoms were centered in my mind because of my misdiagnoses in my mental health history, because I'm an ex-addict. So they would look at my past, they would make judgments and assumptions, and they wouldn't give me the proper testing that I needed or deserved. So the first doctor I went to denied me any further testing. He tried to convince me at each visit that my physical symptoms were centered in my mind. He tried to prescribe psych meds. It took me 5 times of going to him in tears, begging for him to send me to another specialist. I was physically suffering. It was impacting my quality of life. And I had to be in tears. I had to beg for testing. If I wouldn't have done all the research that I have done, I wouldn't have been able to ask questions. I wouldn't have been able to say, what about this test? What about this? What about that? They were not going to do anything for me. Anything. I had to speak up for myself. I had to advocate myself. I had to put in the inner work and pull the resources and tools that I had learned the past 2 years in recovery and apply that to different areas of my life so I could have the courage and patience to deal and manage and navigate these medical professionals. A person doesn't like feeling unseen, unheard, or misunderstood, or feeling rejected or abandoned, like nobody cares. And so during that time, I leaned towards myself for emotional and spiritual connection. I leaned towards the fellowship. The long video will come out soon.